How's it going, everybody? And welcome back to RWBY Volume 5, Chapter 5, Necessary Sacrifice. That is already a bad start. This show isn't exactly known for being super kind to its characters. It's somewhere in between Game of Thrones and Attack on Titan, I feel. But hopefully the Necessary Sacrifice won't be a fatal one. We'll see. Before we get started, I'd like to bring up a fact that anyone who's seen the last couple videos I've done, a lot of them are getting cut because I'm getting like copyright strikes, and it claims that it's from Rooster Teeth, but I'm not sure why they're striking. I don't know if it's a fake Rooster Teeth or it's the real one, and they got something up that is impeding me. I know a lot of the other YouTubers I'm watching that are doing these shows seem to be able to put the entire video out. I'm having trouble. Now, I'm not sure how long this is going to be. You know, the original video, 16 minutes and 36 seconds, I've cut out the intro, of course, and I'm talking now, but, you know, if it's fairly short, you'll probably notice. I'll probably leave something down in the comment section. Hey, look, I got another minute I had to cut out of the video. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. I'm not sure if maybe I need to just do some time cuts or something. If you happen to know, let me know, because I'm fairly new to this reacting to stuff on YouTube. Usually I just do games. But with that, we'll go ahead and get into the video, and hopefully I won't get copyright struck. Usually it's global copyright strikes, not just a localized one.
Okay. Are you ready?
I certainly hope you are,
I've beat
because...
up on giant monsters and robots more than once. I think I can handle getting a few signatures.
Ah, petitions, okay. I was wondering where this was going. I'm like, they finally going to Mistral?
Your chieftain needs you. Your people need you. Please, join the fight and help us save Haven Academy.
Join the revolution.
Are you kidding me? We'd love to have someone with your skills on our side.
Mata,
He's got muscles.
get back inside.
Oh, the mom was adorable. She was so tiny. The problem about signing a petition like that is you put your name on the chopping block if the enemy decides that they're going to go ahead and attack you. It's like, hey, look, I got a list of everybody who's against me right now. That guy looked almost entirely human. He might have had a tail, but I didn't notice it. I have noticed the mermaid faunuses before, and I thought they looked really cool, but I never mentioned it before. Because I noticed the water displays out there. Aw, sad kitty. Someone needs to bring her a tuna to eat.
I don't get it.
Okay, they do have legs. They have fins and
ready
legs.
to attack.
Because not everyone is like you and me. The faunus here in Menagerie.
They are very combat-oriented where they come from.
Moved here because they were tired of fighting, of having to struggle constantly. Menagerie is filled with people that just want to be left alone. And here we are asking them to
Every
put the
time I
rest of
try
the
to
world
get
for
out, they
themselves.
bring me back in.
I guess I never really thought about it like that.
I love
The problem
Godfather.
is, whatever happens at Haven is going to affect them whether they like it or not. If Adam gets his way and Haven falls, it's only going to make things worse for the faunus. Everywhere.
Yep.
Adam,
Chaos and anarchy
he's the guy
will
you
rule.
used to work with?
Work with.
Yes.
Sorry, forget I brought it up.
No, it's okay. Have you ever met someone and thought to yourself, they are the personification of this word?
That could be taken very different ways.
I remember getting to know Ruby and thinking, this girl is the embodiment of purity.
I would say
That's what I
hyperactiveness
saw once
personally.
was defiance, and Yang was strength.
What am I?
Jury's still out on that one.
Comic
But
relief.
I'm leaning towards Ernest.
Comic relief.
At first I thought Adam was justice. Then I thought he was passion. But over time I realized I was wrong.
He was a downhill
He
spiral, is
wasn't
what
any
it
of those
was.
things. He was spite. Not hatred, not rage, spite. He won't accept equality. Only suffering for what he feels the world did to him.
Well, then
And
fishy
his way of
fonces.
thinking is dangerously contagious. That's what worries me about Ilya. She's not like Adam. Not yet, at least.
Easily influenced, though, and
But
that
I
is a
don't know
problem.
how long that will last.
She was your friend, huh?
She was. Her chameleon traits meant she could pass as human. She could have lived a normal life if she wanted.
I feel like those stands in
But
the
she
water have a
didn't.
problem with waves
I
taking
always
your
admired
product
that.
into the sea.
She lost her family in a mining accident when she was young, and she joined the White Fang. Like me, she was more or less trained on the road.
Now, if
alongside
you
other
catch a
faunus.
fish faunus, do you have
She
to
learned
throw it back?
survive, to defend herself.
That's a horrible
But
joke.
as people like Sienna and Adam started to gain a following, she became more dangerous.
I still hope
I
Sienna
guess
somehow
I do, too.
survives. He's classic.
parents tried to get
You
me to
don't know
leave
if
with
they
them,
lived or
but
not,
I
but you threw them out
refused.
anyway.
I had Adam and Ilya, after all.
You know we're going to have to face her eventually.
I know.
So, what are you gonna do?
I'm going to try and help her the way you helped me. You
By
showed me that
standing beside
sometimes
you in a
need
fight?
to be there for a friend, even when they don't want you to be. I was drowning in guilt and fear. I tried to push you away, but you didn't give up on me. And I can't give up on Ilya.
That is fairly close to
It's
Stalker,
about
though.
time I
Be
saved
careful.
my friends for once.
Okay, maybe not.
You're really getting better, huh?
I learned
you
how to
hungry?
smack a guy with a cane
It's
today.
almost dinner time.
Yeah. That sounds good.
I mean, it is a
I
decent
was
blunt
about to call
force
it a night
weapon,
anyway.
but it's more like a aspeton
So,
since it
you've never
collapses.
fought before?
Just the occasional small gram. Nothing like this, though.
Wow, you look like a natural.
It's strange. I've only had this cane for a few weeks, but I feel like I've had it for a lifetime,
A couple of them,
Longer.
probably.
even. sounds
I
like
have
a
heard the
crazy
ships
person.
are going for these two now.
Yeah, just a little. But at this pace, you'll be combat ready in no time.
No, don't reference that! Oh, it hit me in the feels when she said that.
Well, I'll see you upstairs.
How do you handle all of this?
What do you mean?
With a smile and a nod, and then cry in your sorrow by yourself.
Scared. I'm more scared than I've ever been in my life. Than I ever thought was possible.
I'd always hoped his
I always
cane was
knew
actually a
that I
cane
wanted to be
sword,
more
but
than a farmhand, but this? Who would ask for this?
pretty much everybody who signed up to be a hunter. Aww. The pure comment already hit me in the feels. Don't make me start feeling the feels.
We all went to Beacon because we wanted to help people.
The trigger at least makes it think of the
You're right.
Attack on Titan swords.
None of us asked for this either. We just have to press on and
How
hope.
can you be so confident? People have tried to kill you. The world's about to go to war
Yeah,
all
kinda looks like
over
Cloud
again.
Sword a little
How
bit.
are you okay with any of this?
It's her job.
When Beacon fell, I lost two of my friends, Penny Polandina and Pira Nikos. I didn't know them for very long, but that doesn't change the fact that they were two of the most kind-hearted people I'd ever met. But that didn't save them. Pira thought that if there was even the smallest chance of helping someone, that it was a chance worth taking. And because of that, she died fighting a battle she knew she couldn't win.
She did save John, though, because John would have got wiped out early in that
Was
fight.
killed, just to make a statement.
Kill is an overstatement, because since she's synthetic, she
Sorry.
might be able to be put back together. I'm still holding hope
I
we
am
will see a
scared.
return of her.
But not just for me. What happened at Beacon shows that Salem doesn't care if you're standing against her or not. She'll kill anybody. And that scares me most of all.
She is a deranged psychopath.
Penny, I'd be lying if I said that it didn't hurt. That I didn't think about them every day since I lost them. that I didn't wish I had spent more time with them. If it had been me instead, I know they would have kept fighting too.
And the title
no matter
RWBY
how
would have been
dangerous
changed.
It was. So that's what I choose to do. To keep moving forward. Come on. If we don't hurry, Nora's gonna eat everything.
Probably
Maybe
too
first
late.
time.
Yeah.
Hey, Oscar. This isn't gonna be easy. But the fact that you're even trying says a lot about you.
Mm-hmm.
You're braver than you think.
She really is remarkable, isn't she?
Yeah. She must have been one of the best huntresses at Beacon, huh?
In some ways, yes. But in many others, no.
She's definitely lacking
She
on
has her
hand-to-hand.
quirks, her faults, just like everyone else. But she also possesses something unquantifiable, a spark that can inspire others even in the darkest of times.
This
I
must
feel
be
like
really
that
hard on her,
dojo
too.
seconds as a basketball court when it's not being used.
It most assuredly is.
Oh dear.
Your thoughts?
Are of no significance. If this is how High Leader Taurus wishes to proceed, then we shall make it so.
Well, I guess they
Of
come out
course,
about
but-
the change of power then.
Still.
Come in.
Sister Ilya, thank you for meeting with us.
How may I be of assistance?
Please, stand. We have wonderful news.
What is it?
We finally received a message from the Mistral Brotherhood. The operation was a success. Adam Taurus has claimed his place as the High Leader of the White Fang.
Good.
Through violence.
Sienna?
Buried with honor. The other branches of the Fang have been given the story that was agreed upon.
Still holding hope.
Necessary
Very tiny hope
sacrifice.
that she's still alive.
We won't forget everything she did for us.
Indeed.
Your maturity and understanding in regards to this matter is appreciated. And it is why
Next
we
scene.
summoned you
Run away!
this evening.
The White Fang is experiencing a transitional period.
Growth
That means
requires
violence.
change.
Lots of
And
violence.
change can be painful.
If it's for the betterment of the Faunus, then it's a pain we can endure. What's our
Now
next
they're going to
mission?
be needing to kill a certain
Containment.
black cat and her
With
family.
the CCT tower still inoperable, we have the luxury of control over the flow of information.
News of Adam's ascension has yet to reach Menagerie, but when it does, the citizens of Kuokawana will undoubtedly react poorly now that the chieftain has spoken out against us.
Yep,
My
here comes the
fault that
assassination
Adams had
plot.
Any ground to stand on.
Do not concern yourself with past failures, Ilya. Focus on the future. We have an opportunity for redemption.
Looking at that
What
picture
do you
behind him,
mean?
he does look a lot like one of the Assassin's Creed
The
assassins.
Belladonnas are the only remaining threat to Adam's assault on Haven Academy.
And so, they must be silenced.
So, what do you think the father's weapon is?
Silence?
I would say Mother has a whip. She
Like
seems kind of
Sienna.
kinky like that.
They stand in the way of true progress for our people.
I think the
We
father
would
has a
never put
warhammer,
such a burden
maybe a
on
mace.
You alone, of course. Your brothers and sisters will be at your side. But your relationship with their daughter makes you an integral part of this operation.
Blake?
We know how close you were with young Blake. Rest assured.
Come
High
on,
Leader Taurus has
Turncoat. Come
requested
on,
she be taken
Turncoat.
alive, but we cannot risk having her present to defend her family.
But the people of Menagerie...
We'll come to understand what happens to those who speak out against the White
Like I
Fang.
said, signing that
And
petition
we'll
would
be
be a
left without
death
a leader
sentence
until
to
our
anybody in that
victory is
town
complete.
after this happened. If they managed to kill the entire family and got a hold of that, they would go to each house of each person listed on that list and wipe them out. And anybody who realized what had happened would be like, okay, we're not standing up against them or we'll get wiped out. That's how those rule with fear.
She's right to worry about the citizens. It's possible they may come to see Gira as a martyr.
It is a risk we must take for our High Leader.
Now to watch cat videos on the internet.
I will not allow them to ruin this. The Belladonna name has brought me nothing but grief.
You stabbed her in the stomach!
You've done well in finding the deserter. Bring her to me alive. But not before you've slaughtered her family. I have a promise to keep.
Okie dokie.
He seems unwell.
Very
A
unwell.
tremendous burden.
Are we sure he is the
Of
one
guilt.
to lead us?
For now, we must do what is best for the Faunus. Yes. Brother Yuma, did you see Tagira's messenger?
Oh, cool. A flying
He rests
one.
beneath the waves, along with his warning.
Hmm?
Then all is well.
Okay. I wasn't seeing that coming. Anyway, yeah, that was cool to see a flying faunus. I mean, we had the scorpion faunus of last season. Now we got some fish and flying type faunus. That's pretty neat. If I was a faunus, I would definitely probably want wings, because that would be so much more beneficial. Forget taking local transport. You can go airborne to get over to where you need to get to. But yeah, this was a great episode. I am so glad no one actually died yet. Though I'm assuming the necessary sacrifice is a reference to Blake and her entire family. Good grief. Well, let's hope they don't pull a Chapter 3 on us and wipe out a bunch of people, because Cat Mom is best mom right now. But anyway, thank everybody for coming and joining me. If you like this episode, hit that like and subscribe for future content. And while you're at it, feel like it, leave a comment below and I'll get back to you. And with that, take care and be safe out there, everybody.